WATV Birmingham, a Current French broadcasting company, black-owned and operated, serving the community for almost 50 years. Here we go now. We are V94.9 WATV, and the V stands for variety. Yes, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's 7 o'clock already? I hope y'all ready, man. Trendsetters, ain't nobody did it like we did it before we did it. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to it, though. Hey, let me reintroduce the mogul, the lady that lives in the truth. The reason rating about to go through the roof. Okay. When we back, baby, you know, it ain't never gonna stop. This is the show where we've been rocking since the school of hip-hop. Keep it locked, cause every show is full of vital information. No dragging down the bus, she keep on fire conversation, no doubt. She guaranteed to show up and show out. Showing different angles of life is what the show about. You know we finna go up, touching on the topics you need to know about. And plus we need to hear from the city, so pull your phones out. The line's open, not to mention the whole goal is to keep your mind open. Line choppers, line in your blind moments. Oh, it's that moment we all been waiting on. Rejuvenated, rebooted, hope we ain't take too long. Award winning, I think it's time that we make it known. Ain't nobody rocking like we rocking on the radio. So I highly suggest that you don't touch that dial. A local legend, but we about to take the show worldwide. Real rap, all you gotta do is relax and get back. Cause Lady Boo gon' work you out, Kit Kat. You know that's big facts me. They call me savage and I've been at it a minute too. I'm guaranteed to show naked ass like I was winning. Here we go, no question about it. We in the door so you can turn up the volume and enjoy the show. Savage.
Gotta love that. Corey Savage right here with me and all of you right here on the show. It's the Abby Award-winning Vital Show, taking over your Sunday night live in the studio. Yay! I got my ladies with me. Ladies, introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, it's your girl, Lillian K. Bushlon.
Hi, it's your girl, LaWanda Miller.
And this is the grown woman, Miss LaShawn Dial.
Hey, everybody. So look, throughout the month of March, we've been welcoming women in to join the conversation. And you can also join the conversation by hitting up any of our live streams. I'm seeing something that I saw before we ended the lives last year with the low internet frequency. Like, it's really low. So hopefully you all can see us. I see a couple of people on. So if you can see us, send some hearts and let me know that you see the show, you hear the show wherever you are, wherever you're listening. If you hear us and you're listening, you can blow the phone lines up, 994-8949. Okay. I see somebody checking in. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
See a couple of people. So yes, you can send stars, you can send hearts, you can send thumbs up. You can send everything but sad faces and angry faces right now. But if we start talking about something where you feel that way, you can send those too. I am Lady Woo. Big weekend we had. The ladies are tired, so we're going to get this thing done. We're going to get this thing done in an hour. We're going to keep it moving. Get your pens ready, and ladies, get your fingers ready, because you may want to call in or post some comments about what you've been thinking and feeling about womanhood. I've been a woman all my life. How about y'all?
Me too. I was born that way.
I was born this way.
Now I just have to say.
Yeah, I have to say this, right? Tonight on this radio show, we got to talk about it because it is National Women's History Month.
All right.
On Friday, we celebrated International Women's Day. Y'all remember Women's Day at church?
Yes. 100 women in white.
Yeah, we don't do those things anymore, so we have to find a new secular way to celebrate.
It was the way they marched in for me.
Yeah, like we need somewhere to march into.
All white.
Left to right.
Sure.
Then
Pass
sometimes
it
diagonal. Then fundraise. So it was really a fundraiser.
It
For
was.
the church. Okay.
It sure was. Everything went to the building fund.
really a fundraiser. You know. Then, like the guy said on the post, we need to have this conversation for men. Your time will come. Calm down. This is all about women right now. Hey, Danielle Monique, we'll look to hear from you later on in the show. Tony and Antonio, I see your comments as well. So keep coming. Share the video, share the live. If you can see it, we're here, we're posted, and we're conversing. So first things first, Birmingham is blooming. Last night, a lot of us, like half of the city, a great portion of the people in Birmingham were out at a great event, an annual event, I think 80 years of the UNCF. I don't know if it's 80 years of the gala or not, but definitely 80 years of the UNCF, the United Negro College Fund. And I know, ma'am, in the middle that you have some direct hands in making sure that things go well with the UNCF, the event, right?
Yes.
All right. So tell us a little bit about what you do and how you got in that and all that type stuff.
So, how I became a part of the UNCF Birmingham is I saw an ad posted on Facebook about looking for YPAC members. YPAC is the United Negro College Fund Young Professional Advisory Council of Birmingham, which is a group for young professionals between the ages of 21 and 45.
Amazing.
And they was bringing it back. They took a hiatus after COVID became, so they brought it back and they were ramping it back up. And I joined and ran for office, and I'm now the new president.
This
sounds like something we need to join.
Yes,
right.
All right, so leading ladies making history.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And so the 4 past presidents, well, just to give you a brief history on the YPAC, Robert Agee, Dr. Agee, his wife Geraldine Agee, they're the ones that brought it here to Birmingham.
Okay.
And the first president was our mayor, Randall Wolfen.
That's what's
He
up.
was the
Okay.
first president. And since then, there was 3 after him, and now myself.
Look at you.
Yeah, that's very historical.
That is.
Yes. So we're bringing it back, and we're looking to do big things. I have some things coming up.
Awesome.
And so I will be posting on the page. So I, of course, had to jump right in. It's I became official February, so it's literally 1 month.
Congratulations.
So,
Wow, you did big things in 1 month,
And
young lady.
so the I did not start in the pre-planning, but of course I just took the baton, and all week long we worked day and night, leaving the office at 1 a.m., coming back at 9 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's real work.
And so all night, exactly.
What's
And
sleep?
so
Nothing.
it was no sleep. No, that's why I'm in the studio with sunglasses, like I'm
Where the
like
sun?
a mattress or somebody famous.
That's all right. You are.
We are, yeah. You're in the right
are.
place.
But yes, and so we literally they have a new team. So this person that's now joined Cassie's team, Cassie's the director. She's now hired this young lady on who is amazing. So next year you're gonna see something quite different.
Cool.
That's a blessing.
So we're already starting to plan now.
That's what's up. Make sure that we are a part of all of that.
Absolutely.
The award-winning team here. Okay, great.
Yes.
So let's talk about last night.
Okay.
So, like I said, a great majority of the city was out last night. For those of you who were not and have not been a part of, I think now is an awesome way to get connected and start being able to support and be in these spaces. A lot of people wonder, well, how did they know? Why didn't I know? It's about what you know, not always who, but what you know.
Absolutely.
First of all, knowing about the UNCF and the work that the UNCF does. So tell us a little bit about that piece. I bet you didn't know you were going to be doing all this tonight, did you?
I did not, but I'm ready.
Go
I'm
ahead.
ready.
I love
Stay
it.
ready. You don't have to get ready.
Exactly. So the UNCF, of course, was formed to actually raise funding for HBCUs. And we all know the historical history on why HBCUs were actually became a part, because, of course, people that look like you and I could not attend
Absolutely.
universities. So we created our own. And so where the UNCF come in play is they raise money for students in historically Black colleges. And the Birmingham chapter, the UNCF, let me just start back, is responsible. We have 37 member schools. Even though we're responsible for the 37 schools, we still support the other HBCUs as well.
Yeah.
But our main focus is on the 37. In Birmingham, we have 7 member schools. They are Miles College, Stillman, Talladega, Tuskegee, Oakwood, and in Mississippi, Tougaloo and Russ. So those are the 7 schools that
That's amazing.
I'm mainly focusing on to introduce students to that are in Birmingham.
Okay, so now you know what it is. So next year you can be getting ready for this time of the year. You get your formal wear out, your ball wear. You get dressed up, and you see them folk know they be walking. Everybody wants to be seen, baby.
Everybody.
Let me stand up and walk around.
You gonna see this dress.
But we had
And these
plenty of
shoes.
places for you for photo ops.
Yes, now
Most
I did
definitely.
see that.
Yes, we when you walked out of the deck, you had a photo opportunity, because that's what we want you to do.
And you know they gonna be doing it.
That's what we
When I
want
tell
you
you,
to
we
do.
walked around, took pictures, and a lot of people in the city that don't go out until it's time to go out for these type of events. This is where everybody comes. So now you'll know to mark your calendars for around this time next year. But The president spoke, marching bands are there, dinner is served, dessert is served, live performances happened. Every year there's an artist that is brought in. Last year, Angie Stone was there. This year, who was there, Kate?
October London was there
Oh
this
my
year.
goodness! How could I have missed it?
Don't worry,
Mr.
friend.
Marvin Gaye
No.
sounding himself.
Oh my goodness. You better speak soon.
Yeah, that happened.
I love
What else happened? So yeah, I mean, all of that happened. Then I want to go to an event that happened after this year. So like normally when you leave after a performance, you go somewhere else. But the somewhere else this year continued in education, which I was really proud of. And I was hoping that everybody understood the transitions that we were making were educational transitions. We were matriculating.
That's
Because you know, when you go
good.
through school, you matriculate.
Mhm.
So that's what we did last night. We went from the venue where the gala was to the after party. Kate, would you like to talk about the after party?
After the party is the
After
after
party.
party.
After the party
Y'all
was
can see me on the
another one.
live, but I have on glasses. This is the best you're gonna get from me today. Because
Today.
we had a time last night. Listen here, Black Excellence was on display last night. Those who you want to see, those who you haven't seen.
Right.
It almost felt like Magic City Classic.
It
We
did.
were
It
dressed
did.
to the
that.
nine and we were
Yes.
feeling it and we were enjoying the energy. We had an amazing DJ. We had amazing aesthetics across the room. We had aerialists.
Yeah.
When have you been
Mm.
to a performance, well, any type of event in Birmingham and you had an aerialist?
Yeah.
You had a woman walking around with hoop skirts and you can just grab you something to drink and drink it. You feel me? You had a lot. Oh, did you see the cigar roller?
Did y'all
Yes, they had a
hear
cigar
that?
bar in the back.
I saw it on a friend of mine's page. I
had
didn't
cigar
even go.
humidor.
Apparently, I didn't even go back
cigar
there.
bar.
And then they had an area outside where you can go
I
smoke
ain't even
it.
go
Do
that
not
way.
let me miss the next one, please.
You won't. You won't.
It was amazing,
We
you
even
guys.
got house shoes. We got
Oh yeah,
slides.
they had house shoes.
They
Come on
had
now.
someone walking around
Right,
with
with
house shoes.
come on
And
now.
I told that woman, bless you.
Yeah.
Bless you.
A lot of things happened.
Mm.
And I will say, this was one of those events where people like me who have been here all my life, and I like to go somewhere to get reignited
Yes.
and revived. Actually, last night gave me a little of that. I'm gonna give
Yes,
myself
a
a round of applause for that. Yeah, that was a
blessing.
blessing because baby, I'd be like, next flight. But I actually enjoyed seeing everybody and the love that's reciprocated at home. So like when you aren't somewhere all the time and you get a chance to run into people and share words and hugs and high fives with them, it's different.
It is
So maybe you should make cameos more often. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Did you notice the baton that we passed at the end of the gala? So this year was
I did. Oh,
Hampton,
girl.
Joe Hampton.
I
We
did.
from Spire. He was our he was the headliner for our
Arthur High
UNC.
School,
for
Arthur
the
Harrow
UNC.
High School, Parker
Who?
High School graduate.
Okay.
Arthur Harrow
You
Parker
gotta
High
tell
School
us his
graduate.
history.
Yes, he was.
So we passed the baton to PNC Bank.
Yeah.
Would be the chair next year. And so their head guy, he was at the party. He came to the party, he and his wife
That's
Okay,
good.
now, I liked his energy from his acceptance.
from the stage.
Yeah, I like his energy from the stage. And I'm always thinking with this mind on UNCF, United Negro College Fund, but I saw a lot of non-Negroid people there. And I was excited about that
Yes.
diversity.
Did
Whereas my Uber driver on the way to the Sheraton was talking to me about watching the UNCF something, maybe like a Tell Us Something in California one year. And she saw that it was black and brown. And we were talking about why black people can't have anything to themselves. Why do we always have to share our platform? I said, girl, and I didn't tell her who I was or what I do, but that is so much to talk about. So we'll save that for another topic. But the fact that the fundraiser for this coming year, come on, raise these funds for us.
Yes.
I don't mind it.
Let's do it.
I don't mind it. So thanks for bringing it up. I noticed that from the stage, and it just went hand in hand in that conversation that she and I had on my way there. I was taking notes. Kate,
I think it's
the
important
other
to
night, Kate
point
said, "What are you
out-
writing? All of this stuff, all of
I
these
think
things."
it's important to point out that the after party was for the Birmingham Promise.
It was separate,
It
right?
was.
But it
It-
was education.
But it was for
It was
education.
education. It's for our
Yes.
kids.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna tell everyone who follows me on my page, when I post things on my page, please
Mhm.
believe me when I tell you it's gonna be a time. When I tell you there is cheese on the moon, just bring your crackers. You feel me?
Oh,
So
wow.
yes, we had that much fun last
Yeah.
night. Y'all don't ever see me struggling. I have on sunglasses.
We were in
y'all.
rare form.
very rare.
We were
form.
out of
Yeah,
town for him.
I don't have a face on today. Can't
So-
represent what I do. So I just
It's
Yes,
okay.
Kate
It's
is
okay.
correct. So normally the UNCF the YPAC actually throws the after party.
Okay.
But the mayor this year decided his team, and that's why it was the Birmingham Promise, which is the mayor's charity,
Right.
which is awesome because, like she said, it directly
It's an
that money
educational
directly
platform.
go to the Birmingham city schools.
So the importance of education in the Magic City is top tier. It's imperative that we support our young people through education. I see it every day where I wish that I could do something to, you see bright people that don't have that piece. They need the support. They need better whatever that may be to help them get to the next step. So I'm grateful for programs like the UNCF and the Birmingham Promise. So that's what we did last night. Thursday night, we celebrated our Commissioner Sheila Tyson. That was another night with a lot of pics. And I'm just saying this because everybody's like, you've been out all week. It was too nice. I just take a lot of pictures. It was just too nice. That's all I can do. Yeah, that was a great occasion, great event to see somebody loved in that way where people just came out and stayed out right after work. It started at like 4:30. And they was there till like 11. All right. What else happened this week?
I got a song.
What did you all get into?
You want to hear my song?
Yeah.
It's about something that's blooming in Birmingham right now. Can I bust out with my song? Y'all ready for my song?
Let me turn the music down. All right, let's go.
Go
ahead, go ahead.
Go on, tell
What's the
it.
chorus?
Tell it.
Y'all ready?
Get some of
Okay.
this tea.
Yeah.
Randall and Kendra sitting in a tree. KISSING.
version.
First come love, then come marriage, then come Kendra with the baby carriage. Shout out to our Mayor First family has a new addition coming. And
Congratulations.
And I know you're not supposed to do this. I know you're supposed to say we just want a healthy baby, which we do. We are going
Absolutely.
to go on and speak that into existence. But I'm going to go on and wish a little girl to wrap around Randall's finger. I got to see it. I got to see it.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
Okay.
But to see a little Randall come through here,
that's
though.
cute
I like
too.
that.
Well, maybe some twins would do.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's have one of each.
Y'all may get a call.
Yeah.
She said, slow it down now.
And
You know, I have
congratulations
twins.
to our mayor
Multiples are
and
great.
first lady. Yeah, so multiples for you, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Kendra. All right. So yes, that announcement was made. I think there were speculations. Everybody was trying to wait and see who was gonna say it first. You let them tell their story. They did, and now we're sharing the
Absolutely.
story right here on the show.
Absolutely.
What's up?
Piggybacking off what you just said, one of
Yeah.
the things I want to discuss was Ashanti's mom checking
Yo.
that host, Tina Douglas.
Yeah,
Yes,
look at
ma'am.
you, Paul. What
Yes,
happened?
ma'am. They was
Tell
on.
us
They
what
had
happened.
a panel, so Ashanti's mom was on stage. So the host said yes about Ashanti and her pregnancy. Her mom said, "Excuse me, hold up. She hasn't announced that yet." Pretty much checking, and then the host was like, "Oh, okay." So she said, "We don't have any. I don't have anything to say because there hasn't been an announcement yet."
We don't know what it is. Or if it's happening.
Exactly.
So,
I thought we got an announcement.
we know.
They never did officially make an announcement.
Now I would say to that, I don't like when folks do that either. Baby,
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do
Kinda
that.
Don't put my business out
No,
there like
I
that.
ain't even talking about that part.
Uh.
I'm talking about making an announcement and you 7 months pregnant. Girl, we've been seeing you the whole pregnancy. You don't have to
Oh,
announce
well.
And at
anything.
the beginning, they were playing
Yeah.
baby, 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 and Nelly put his hand on her belly.
Correct.
I mean, if
So
that's
that was an announcement.
did
So,
Beyonce not
mama.
pull the
I
jacket back
feel
and rub the
you.
stomach?
Yeah.
That was the announcement.
Did Rihanna not jump up on the moon at the Super Bowl and do whatever she was
And
gonna do?
did.
Hello.
And
That
did.
is the announcement.
But yes,
So maybe it was a nonverbal type of communication.
Oh, Mama Jer
she
just
her
wanted to put
mama
her
yes,
foot down.
I mean, I like
and
that.
did.
So then, what about Drea? Drea is 39.
Uh-huh.
What's her baby? What's her baby?
He's
the
about
boy
20
name?
something.
He's-
Barely legal.
Look,
Barely.
as we approach milestones,
Uh-huh.
would I date a 21-year-old? If I'm 40,
Uh-huh.
and I think she's our age, she may be like 39.
Yeah. No.
She-
She like right.
It'll
at
make you think about it
39,
though,
40,
because I've
yeah.
had so many of those in my inbox.
Younger?
I'm
Very much
I'm
younger.
48 years old. I'm talking about 18 to 21.
Why do they even know you? Where
Come
they
on,
come
hey
from?
auntie,
I mean,
auntie
hey,
outside.
Well, listen, let me go put this out here right now. Young man, if you want to slide in my DM, go ahead.
but how young?
that-
How young?
What's your cutoff?
Legal.
Honestly, I'm core characteristics and maturity. If you come with something that people my age can't even come with,
Okay,
come through, young man.
come on,
But you
come on,
gotta-
young
yeah,
sir.
I feel you on
22.
that.
22, and
I
his
feel you
name
on that.
is.
Kyle Kuzmic. Wait.
Is that
But he
it?
has
hold on.
He has a salary of a grown man, so
That's all
I'm
that
fine with
matters,
that.
huh? That's it, Kate.
So it's just a conversation.
Look, I don't care about anything else. Is he handsome? I don't know.
Okay.
Can he pay for my
was
trips? Yes.
Jalen Green.
That's it.
22-year-old.
And he's not
my
bad
goodness.
looking.
He
So
looks like a
39,
passport.
22. 39, 22. That's okay for y'all? That's okay?
Well, as she said, his salary.
That's real grown.
This sounds real gold diggerish to me.
Yeah, don't it?
You know
platinum,
what?
platinum. We're going to change
In
that to platinum.
2024, I don't care what y'all call me.
Platinum
Lay out the
diggerish.
platinum carpet.
Clearly,
Platinum
I'm not
carpet,
looking
please.
for someone to pay for me in anything. And what did my girl say? That's the district attorney in Atlanta. That a man is
Funny.
not a plan. Yes, Miss Funny. She said that's not a plan to get out of anything.
That's
I
right.
just know what I enjoy,
That's right.
and
I'm
I want
with
him
you.
to enjoy me. So he'll have to pay for it. Good job.
So what's the cutoff
with you on
age,
that one. I gotta
Lawanda?
get
I'm gonna
you
talk to
me.
you. Y'all
He
just
has
relax.
to be at least in his 30s for me at my age.
Yeah, at least
I
30.
can't do 20.
Because I might have to take my belt off to you, sir.
But
Young
usually my
man,
cutoff
don't
is
get
like
out of
10
line.
years, maybe 10
I'm
years
scared to
forward
go
and
that
backwards for me
low.
at this age.
Okay.
So 35 for me.
Ladies,
I went 4
ladies
years
that are
behind.
tuned
They
in and
messed me
watching.
up.
Ladies that are tuned in and watching. I want to talk to you. These ladies here, I don't know. What is too young for you? If you are approaching 40 or if you are approaching 50, if you are approaching 60 or 70, what is too young for you at your age?
Wow.
Like, say, I want you to post how old you are and then what's too young for you. How young would you go? But the kicker here is that she's pregnant by the young man.
So does that qualify her as a cougar?
I don't know what, honey, but I don't know.
The
Look,
cougar already pounced. So.
right, like whatever it qualifies her as, she's definitely that now. She's in there. So look, we have a lot to talk about. You all said you've been women all your life, right?
Yeah.
Si, senora.
As far as I know.
Have you ever really put thought into what comes with it though? Like really just sat down and thought, I'm a woman, not the poem, Ain't I a Woman, but your own rendition of womanhood and what it looks like to be you in the shell that you're in as a woman, how you think, how you feel, how you're treated, how you were raised, what you were taught, how society looks at you spiritually. What does that look like? Your anatomy. Have you really sat down and thought about that?
Yeah, there are levels to it.
So many levels to
There's
it.
levels, there's layers. It's like you got to pull layers back.
And then thinking about how we start thinking about those layers. How we get into that train of thought, like really digging into womanhood and what that looks like and what that feels like and what makes us talk about it. Like when we really start talking about being a woman. When is that normally? When we're down, when something's wrong, when we need support,
Exactly.
right? So what is it like to talk about womanhood when we're happy, healthy, and whole? What does that sound like?
Girls' day out.
But why does it always
Brunch.
end up with somebody crying at brunch with 10 mimosas? Like, what is that?
Because once we get together and start expressing our experiences,
Okay.
and what we're going through, for some type of reason, somebody can relate to somebody else every single time.
That's it.
Okay, and that's
So,
exactly why we
that's
do what
it.
we do.
It's-
That's why we're
it's-
having this
it's something that's
conversation.
serious all the time.
All right. So, first question that I want to pose to the listening audience before we go to our first break. Well, only break tonight. First question is, what is your? No, I won't do that one first. Let's see. What do you see as the hardest part about being a woman? What is the hardest part about being a woman to you? And I want to see those in the comments. Being a woman, hashtag being a woman. What is the hardest part about being a woman? In studio, I'm going to give y'all like a few seconds to ponder on that and then share. This is thinking time.
Okay. Well, I'll start us off.
Yeah, I'll go last.
One of the hardest part for me is one I have a biology background, but hormones.
Okay.
That's the
And that's
one
kinda where I'm
thing.
going, I
It's
think.
the hormones because it affects your mood.
Hell
It literally affects everything about your body, everything that you're going
Everything.
through, how you process and things. It metabolically affects you, and so that in terms affects you physically. So your decisions you make, your tone, the way you look.
Yeah, it does. Oh yes.
So we can like a man.
Mhm.
he can eat a whole pack of Oreo cookies
Mhm.
and decide I'm going to this gala, this UNCF gala.
Yeah.
And I'm getting that suit. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna start working out Monday. I have to Saturday, and I'm good. And
He'll
he
be
get in that
fine.
gym and he's fine. We
Ooh.
all month long preparing, going to the gym every day. And we go by the aisle, the cookie aisle, and look at it and smell it.
Girl, I gained 30
And you get-
pounds.
Exactly.
All right. So hormones. All
Hormones.
right. Okay.
All right. I would say definitely the adversities that powerful women in powerful positions have to deal with.
Mhm.
I know a lot of times in my industry, I keep getting people swearing that it's raining on me, but it's a yellow substance being poured on me.
See there?
But they want to keep on telling me it's rain, and
And
that's
it's
not
not.
fair. I really hate that. To be a powerful woman, you have to be 2 times more stronger than men. You have to be able to accept the disappointment, the all the adversities that come along with your power.
Yes.
Other than just taking care of the subject matter at hand and giving solutions to that, you're also fighting men and their egos. And that's really, really tough.
Men and their egos. Okay. So being a leader, women in
Yes.
leadership is difficult.
Very much so.
Okay. LaShawn, what you think? Hardest part.
I would say the hardest part, definitely from experience, is trying to be a successful single parent while building a successful business.
Yeah, I can relate.
Because when most people see Black women that are doing their thing, they think they just we just make it look easy.
Oh, girl.
And they
yeah,
expect
yeah.
for us to, y'all seen that statue where like the man got the world on his shoulders?
Mhm.
So they expect for us to carry the world and the rest of the planet. And I realize that sometimes we have to pull some source of masculinity up out of our system in order to go into survival mode,
Whoa.
to create an opportunity for us to dumb it down and go back into femininity. So womanhood to me is having to be more than I desire to be in order to accomplish the little things I want for my children to have for the rest of their lives.
That was good, doctor.
That was good.
Good.
All right.
That was good.
I'm gonna go with all 3 of those as some things that stand out for me. But the hardest, it's a question that I posed, even though I don't know that I have an answer for that. I don't know anything else, so I can't say that it's hard. I don't know that. I think just individually, all of those things kind of wrap up into some of my experiences. If I had to say if I just had to answer though, I would say my mind is going to Omar Gooding in Baby Boy when he said, "Y'all unstable creatures." And y'all need to sit down somewhere and focus. Like my mind and heart is taking me there because I'm like, yeah, but it's the reasons why. So for me, it's very philosophical. It's the reasons why we end up responding the way we do, and why we are misunderstood, and why we need this emotional support,
Right.
and why we, for me, it's the why. So I can't just say that it's any one particular thing that makes womanhood hard. It's all of those things, and then it's the why. Like, so why don't you understand this? But you wouldn't understand it because you're not a woman.
Correct.
I'm about to shut the mic off because that's just kind of it. So, ladies, have any of your ladies responded on your lives? Because I can't see anything from this location.
No, not yet.
They don't really have anything that's hard for them
All
either.
right. So one of the things that I got on the post that I posted on my page about being the hardest part of being a woman, and it says coexisting with men. That's the hardest part.
Well, what else we gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay.
These
Well,
unstable creatures.
But
I
I
can see
coexist
that.
with though. But,
I can see that though.
Also, let's see, being a woman is hard, and being a Black woman is the
Oh.
roughest.
Yeah, it is.
We have to
Okay.
be strong in all situations and for everyone. Being a woman overall is hard. Men don't go through half of what a woman has to go through. You would think that some men would have more respect for women, but they don't.
Who is
From
that?
childbirth to overall women health. That is Crystal Taylor. Shout out to
Crystal.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Then I have being strong and independent. That's what's hard about being a woman. I have a hard time putting my strength and independence aside because I have been let down so much.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
So being
good
let
right there.
down. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
Disappointment. That's
Mhm.
disappointment.
I was sitting on the I was at Southwest Airlines headquarters.
Mhm.
I'm a flight attendant, guys. But they had a panel we had a Black History program at Southwest Airlines.
Baby, let me-
Black History.
the booths at the airport for Southwest in
Oh,
every
we love
city
it.
were
Yes.
amazing.
The best
Let me
one
get 'em a round of
was
applause.
Orlando.
Really?
They had a lady, it's on my page, a lady, Black lady, and her hair afro was made of records. And they had all
Oh.
genres of music and all of
Oh,
artists.
man.
Now at Midway, which is my base in
I love
Chicago, we
Midway.
did HBCUs. So this year's theme was HBCUs.
Let me find
Oh, that's
out.
amazing.
Last year we had a whole DJ in the airport just jamming.
Oh, wow.
Look, we traveled in February and it was so just exciting. And once again, I had my notebook and I was looking at the faces of the other people as we were celebrated. Just like
Exactly.
right now, I'm looking at the faces of men as we are being celebrated.
Exactly.
Let's bring that thing back home.
So
I like that.
So I
Me
was able
too.
to
I
talk.
like
So
that.
I was able to talk to a few of the people that was looking at HBCUs, and I saw Alabama A&M, Alabama State.
Yes,
Those are my
ASU.
schools.
Yes. Okay.
And just explain the reason why we have HBCUs. But I went to headquarters and they had a panel of our Black leaders for Southwest. These are the top women that look like us that are in leadership, which is not that many. And my cousin was on one of the panels. And she got to the panelist asked her a question. What did it look like when she started with Southwest 28 years ago? And she was saying when she came in, because our folks told us you have to go in looking a certain way. You go in for the job you want, not the job you have. And so you talk you talk
You
the
change
king's
yourself.
language. You
Yeah.
assimilate. And that's what she said. That was the hardest thing. That was what she was taught. So she became what they wanted, what she felt like they wanted to see in order to climb the ladder at our company. And her boss is the only woman that runs the whole South. Like Atlanta is her station, Jackson, Mississippi. She's the only person that looks like her in our company.
Wow.
And so she's Black, literally Black. She's the first and the only. And also, so the other lady on the panel, which ran the tech, was the leader for the tech. She had on Jordans with her natural hair, her locks. And she said, I didn't assimilate. This is 2024.
Yeah.
I gave them me. She said, but when I went in, I worked and my work spoke for itself. But she said, I come in unapologetic.
And that's the part.
Those two had two different
two perspectives on that. And that's the part of womanhood that I like, but that also I can relate to that part as well. I feel like a lot of what I have and what I've earned is because I am myself, but I also feel a lot of why I haven't gotten where I want to be or where I think I deserve to be is because I'm not going to act and kiss butt. It's not in me to do that. It's not in me to fake. It's not in me to do any of that.
Exactly.
It's just not in me to do it. So
my mouth too fly. I can't do it.
But I feel if that's who you are as a woman, when people say, Black angry women or women are confrontational, women are emotional, I'm me first, then I'm a woman.
Exactly.
So what you get is me. And I think even if I were a male, I would still be me. So next question or next statement then, what would the world look like without women?
It wouldn't be one.
I was about to say
It
that
would
was
not
a great
be one.
philosopher. I think his name was James Brown. He said, "This is a man's world, but it would be nothing.
Nothing.
Preach, preacher.
Without a woman
or a little girl."
That's what he said.
That man was smart.
Without a woman,
Brilliance.
We were last show. We talked about women and the role of a woman, a female being created to help and support the male.
Crickets.
Yeah, because like, where do we go with that? The world without women, but then the expectations and the ideals that are placed upon women. You are here to help,
right?
But then we try to help. You don't want my help. So,
but that's so deeply rooted though, because that's not a surface conversation.
Okay.
When it comes to what we were raised, some of us were raised to believe having a place.
Yeah.
Was deeply rooted when they were, I think the word is emasculated. So our men didn't know how to be a man. They took them out of the households. They put them in different fields of work that required them to be away from their families. So the women had no choice but to, excuse the expression, man up in order to work, pay the bills, take care of the household, feed the children, get them ready for school, and still have a place for a man to come home to and it be safe, a safe space.
Okay.
So we can't say what would the world be without women, because again, there would be no world. We're the ones who are birth givers. We are the carriers of the seed. We're the ones that actually make the decisions, regardless of what the government says, on what happens.
We gotta go there.
What happens with ourselves, because even so, although there are laws put in place to keep us from making those decisions for ourselves, we still make them.
Yeah, no matter what, like we have to make those decisions.
We have to.
The world without women. Yeah.
Like, there would be no softness.
Crazy. It would be no balance, right? So if it's about balance, if it's about balance and it's about, keeping things in perspective, keeping things even, showing love, showing support, being tender, doing things with ease. That's what we are supposed to do. We come and bring the ease, we bring the peace, we bring the stability, we bring the lack, whatever's lacking, we bring what's needed for that.
Nurturers.
Yeah, we do that. That's what we do. And you don't have to be a mother to do that.
No.
Correct. So that's the other piece, getting wrapped up in roles that we think we have to be in. You don't have to be a mother to be a woman. You don't. Correct. That's not what womanhood is defined as. I want to hear your personal definitions on womanhood. Like what is a woman? Not a mother, not a, like give me that. And I think we just said it, but your own thoughts on it.
Perseverance.
Okay.
Ambition,
wisdom,
love, just unconditional love,
beauty, compassion. Got to have compassion, but we also still have to have the ability to put our foot down. But whether we do it or not, we still have to psychologically be ready at all times to say no.
I'm going to come with guarded grace.
Yes, that's good. I like that.
Women are,
that wraps everything I said up into one time.
Yeah, we got to put our foot down. That's boundaries. That's it. I got to protect myself. So that's guard. I got to keep some guard, but I'm always going to be graceful. I'm going to give grace. I'm going, so like, I think that's the piece that women do provide. Good. Why can't women work together? Why can't we be together?
We've been put in so many positions where we have to be competitive. They placed us in positions where we have to now compete with men in order to get equal pay.
Yeah.
We have to be noticed. There's a lot of rhetoric now all over TVs and everywhere else about these stars that are fighting for the right to get the same paycheck for the same job. But we've been fighting for that right ever since those of us who weren't here were brought over here.
You were made to be a helper, though. Like, you shouldn't get what the leader gets. You're a helper.
But I'm a leader.
Oh. How? Like,
I'm a leader because I build my own business. I'm expected to make things happen for my family. So in order to make things happen for my family, I have to make tough decisions without the guidance of a man.
I look at Kate. Kate is in a male-dominated industry.
Absolutely.
And people think they see what she do because she do it with grace, so much grace that everybody and anybody can do it. But serving the bereaved family, that takes
a different language.
It's a calling. And just because she was born into it, and just because you were born into something, doesn't automatically give you the right. But this young lady next to me actually is anointed to do what she does.
Let's talk about you, though. What you're doing, what you just spoke about. It was a male-dominated industry. For years, we were not allowed to gain education.
That's true.
So now here you are representing us on the forefront.
Absolutely.
So that we can see it's okay to be a Black woman that's educated.
That's true.
Look at Woo.
Well,
Lady Woo, radio was a male-dominated industry.
It is.
Even when when my mother was in radio, there were at back then the WENN, it was only a handful of females.
And they were in sales.
Sales,
They were in
going to
sales,
lunch.
and there are only
Yeah.
2 of them that I knew personally that were what we call back then radio DJs, and my mom was one. But they were frowned upon. They still didn't get the same opportunities.
Let me tell you, in this particular field of work, my other field of work is female heavy. We want more men in therapy and counseling. That's one. But in this one, I'm the only woman on the air here. There aren't many women who know how to run a board. And then the idea of women, which I want to bring this up before I bring back why we can't work together, because I don't know how we got to what we do. But
competition.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Put a pin in that. The idea that in your industry as a woman, what you had to do to get there. There's always this question about who you did or that type of thing to get in any type of up. Like in order for you to rise to any other level, it can't be because you're smart or because you're talented or because you're gifted or because you're called.
Right.
It's normally because, well, yeah, she married to so-and-so, well, she slept with blah, blah, blah. But you know, she be out here doing this and that. What?
Yeah, she done spent the block a few times.
Or she got the funeral home because her daddy.
Yeah, we're never. And Kate and I have this conversation often. Nobody put me in this space. I worked to get in this space.
Absolutely.
And God graced you to where you are.
No man come bring me to the spot. All right, so we can't.
Okay, that competition.
So competition. So
it's competition.
So when you said that, the first thing that came to my mind. Let me make sure this is not a word. Okay. Hating hoes ain't happy, and happy hoes ain't hating.
I like that. Say that one more again.
Hating hoes ain't happy, and happy hoes ain't hating. So when you in your job or you in the field, most of the time the problems you come across is somebody that's within them are projecting on you some unhappiness, and so they see the glow you have about yourself and see the other people that are noticing you, i.e. my old boss.
Let's just say what it is.
Let's just say what it is. My boss everybody assumed before I got the job that I knew my boss. And I didn't know her from a can of paint. However, we did have a connection because her child went to my church's school. Never met her though.
But she black. So that's what.
Yeah, we all know each other when we're black.
That's what it was.
Exactly.
All black people know each other. You guys know each other.
And you look alike. And we did it. So I interviewed for the job, and of course she come to my resume. And at that time, I was serving my pastor in a capacity. And she said, "You go where? And you serve who? I know who he is, and I know how he operates, and I know they operate in excellence." So she said, "I already know how you coming, because I know they wouldn't have nobody that close to them." And so literally, she went through my resume and was like, we closed that resume book and had a real conversation. And she explained to me, because of what I look like, my boss has the least credentials. Don't even have the credentials I have, but that's my boss. And I need you to come in, and I got to turn 2 hospitals around.
Okay.
And I need I can't do both, but I'm expected to do both. But if you stay over here at this one and help me on the back end, I'm not getting paid any more money than my colleagues, but because she looked like me, and I'm always, one thing about me, you'll never see me hating on anybody.
That's for me either.
Today is our first day, me meeting Woo, but I've been a fan and room for her for a while.
Thank you.
Literally. And that's how I am. If I see somebody that is doing
that's
something
how
weird,
I am too.
I'm probably your biggest cheerleader, and you'll never know it.
Look, that story alone, women being respected for the work that they put in.
Exactly.
So we said competition. And competition may be a thing, but I know where I'm not supposed to be.
Correct.
Stay in your lane.
So when I try to cross over, and when I'm watching something that doesn't belong to me, thinking that I deserve that, I should have that, instead of looking at it from the eye of, this person is really amazing and doing great things, and I just want to be in their company, we take it as hate when it really may be admiration, or, I want to take note, but I don't know how to do that. And so then we end up saying that this person is hating on me. Thank you. Or we have haters, or, that broad don't like me because, like, it's not that I don't like you. I don't know you, and I don't have the skills to get to know you and to say, sister, I want to get to know you. How do we get? I don't even know. We just started talking and talking and talking and singing and eating off the same plate and all. Like,
let me tell you something. The conversations I hear. So I'm a salon owner.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for finally saying what you do.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a salon owner, and the type of salon I open is what I call a bridge salon. It's for individuals coming out of the house or just graduating school. They need somewhere to go to learn to build their clientele before they're advanced out into what I call an advanced salon. So the competition is so serious. It's an everyday conversation in the salons. You hear everything in the salon. You sit in a chair, you stand behind a salon chair, just like sitting at a bar. You're going to hear everything. So I get requests where women say, have you seen this girl on IG? This is what she look like. You think you can make me look like this? Or you think if I press my hair out, I got an interview and I'm going for this job. If I press my hair out, can you add some hair to it so I can look a certain way? And it's disturbing because I'm in the service industry. And in the service industry, people will come to you for your advice and then turn around and dog you out about what you tell them or what you give to them. But you have to have the guidance from the Holy Father in order for you to persevere. So that competition is not as heavy. We don't have to compete against each other if we learn how to sit down at a table and collaborate.
Yeah.
We should be able to collaborate.
We should.
And because of the way Wu has set this conversation up, it allows us, we're three people. I've never met either of you before. Although my family has patronized, never seen you before. You understand what I'm saying? However, we are in 4 different professions and we're able to sit and collaborate because your skill set, if I have a conversation with you and ask questions, may teach me what I need to know to advance my skill set. And I could tell that to Wu. It might help her. And Wu could tell that to the people. Yeah. And somebody will benefit from it if we just have a conversation.
And if we all had the same mindset of lift as we climb.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's one of the hardest things for some people. They're gatekeepers.
They are.
And they will hold back information. And I think that breeds competition as well.
Absolutely.
It does.
But we also understand. So I think this is what I'm getting at. Then I want to go back to something else because now I see the comments. I think that one died over there, so we may not be live anymore. Oh. So when you think about why I have to be a gatekeeper, if it's already not fair, it's already not equal, it's already not enough. I gotta hold my own. I gotta kind of keep my own. I got a little bit for you, but I'm not gonna just like,
you don't have to give me everything. But the little nuggets you can give me, if I exchange some nuggets with you, what I know may advance you while you advance me. Because just because we both make spaghetti don't mean we make it the same way.
You put a lot of salt in yours. I put brown sugar in mine.
And I don't use either one of those. I let the vegetables do their thing.
See what you use.
I have to have sweet. I like my sweet sauce. So
okay.
I put a little sugar in mine.
Well,
what you use?
Little brown sugar, little baby rays,
sugar. Sorry for us diabetic people. I'm sorry, diabetics.
That tomato taste.
But see, if you stir fry your vegetables with a little olive oil and
vegetables we put in spaghetti,
you gotta have onions and tomatoes.
Onions, bell peppers.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you release if you condense it down and let it make its own syrup, and then you mix it in.
I just chop it up and throw it in.
See that but you see what I'm saying? We all cook spaghetti. We use the same ingredients, but not the same way.
Exactly.
So you can share your information with me, but I'm not going to be able to do it the way you do.
The execution will never be the same.
It'll never be the
same. Thank you for that. I want to jump into this and keep our people who can't see us but can hear us. I'm gonna just be honest. Left the charger for the computer.
It was a mistake. We sorry.
Left it. Sorry. Okay, but you can still hear us. So keep listening. Don't not.
They can
listen.
go on my live.
Okay. Or you got all these different ways. We're still streaming. You just can't see.
Right.
So keep it locked. I asked the question: what's the hardest part about being a woman? And we got tons of answers here. Worrying about keeping them safe. I'm not sure. I guess she's saying herself, worrying about keeping me safe. Shayla said she gave a lot of them and got a lot of comments and feedback on her own. She said the cost.
Oh, yes.
Time of the month.
My God.
Hormones.
Motherhood or inability to do so.
Inability.
That's true.
Okay, that's a
yeah. That's a whole topic.
Yeah. Come on here, Shayla.
Right.
Being judged all the time. You're too much of something. Too short, too tall, too thin, too fat, too feminine, too unfeminine, too little makeup, too much personality,
Too much
lack
makeup.
of, etc. Battling women in leadership in the workplace, but that's another subject for another day. I think I may do training. I may do a training on this. Shayla, you can come join us next. Well, yeah.
That's Shayla Townsend. She's
So that's
part of the
solid.
pack. Hey, Shayla.
We got being misunderstood. Then somebody else said it's just heavy. Unrealistic expectations. Everyone depending on you to make it happen, and then me actually doing it effortlessly. Y'all depending on me, I'm gonna do it, but I'm obligated, and we are often obligated to things that
we really don't want to do.
I don't want to do this. Expecting us to take a licking and keep on ticking.
That's true.
Finding genuine male friends.
That's true. That don't want to hit.
Platonic. Yes.
What'd you say? That don't want to hit.
Yeah. Expected to quote unquote act like a woman and quit acting so independent after I had to get under the hood and fix my own car.
Come on
or
here,
some
build me a
dumb-ish
house.
along the lines of that. My cousin wrote it.
That's how my daddy raised me.
But that's
a
real.
problem.
That's
It's
real. I don't need to be expected to do all this. Somebody else needs
If
to do
you
it.
hear,
Yeah. People thinking that you can do the impossible always and making you feel guilty for wanting a break.
oh, that's a good one.
Motherhood as both parents.
Oh,
Being everything to everyone. What shoes to wear?
simple stuff. I like. Sometimes
What
that's the
shoes to
hardest
wear?
decision.
Sade, get out of here. Let's see. We got let's look at this one here. Finding self-care time after caring for everyone else.
You can't do nothing but go to sleep.
The once or twice a month visitor. Always having to prove yourself.
That part.
I love being a woman. So are there struggles being a woman? Yes, it is. If you are a human being, struggles are a part of the journey. Okay. Thank you for that motivation. Javara says being strong when you need someone who will allow you to be soft and vulnerable. That's
what I was talking about.
That's a bullet point right there. Like,
Yes.
yeah, let me get some
gotta
of
be
these.
able to put it
Mia
down.
Duffy said being personable and knowing lots of people from the opposite sex and being judged for it. Even
Yes.
Mia Duffy said being personable and knowing lots of people from the opposite sex and being judged for it, even if you've never been in a sexual relationship with them.
Yeah. I like what I said about this job, about our jobs. Who she slept with? The lack of grace we give ourselves. Choosing which perfume to wear daily. LOL, I'm gonna take the positive side on the hardest part. I've been took my Superwoman cape off a long time ago.
Okay.
Finding a covering and feeling treasured and safe. Yep.
I like that.
Yep. Being a Black woman. The expectation that we can do and endure all. Being the backbone of the family because we have so much to juggle. Here is my fellow therapist, April. April says, pap smears, mammograms, looking good daily, getting dressed daily, hair care, but I love being a Black woman. Brittany says, figuring out what to cook and eat every single dang on day. Tawana says, living.
Javara Hendricks says being strong when you need someone who will allow you to be soft and vulnerable.
Yeah. So all of those are good.
I
mean, yeah, a little bit.
like that.
Please. Thanks.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Please.
These are good. So, ladies, what I'm hearing is that most of us is that thing about being dependent, being dependent on. Everybody's depending on the woman. That's our role from all indications, right?
The person
Y'all gonna say
Yeah, you know it's true.
That's our role.
Yeah, that's our role.
But how, as women, can we work to, preserve ourselves? It's called self-preservation. So give me some things that you do as women, because this is about us being historical. If we want to make history, we got to be here to do it. We got to make it first. We got to do it so that it will be history. What are some things that you do to take care of yourself, knowing that everybody does depend on us, knowing that we run the world?
So, definitely self-care. When I became a part of the industry, the aviation industry, I wouldn't tell people when I came home, because when I come home to Birmingham, I deal with people. And so when I don't want to be bothered, I come home and I don't announce that I'm home, because once I announce that I'm home, they call, I need this. Are you coming to this? Do this. And so most of the times people don't know I'm in town. So when I don't want to be bothered, I don't announce. And so I stay home and catch up on rest. I watch the shows I want to watch. I go get a massage. I go to Life Touch Massage.
I like them. They're nice.
Lamar store. I go get a massage and go get a pedicure, manicure. Just some self-care.
Just take care of yourself.
Just take care of yourself.
One of the dopest things I started during the pandemic was getting up earlier just to be in plain quiet and just meditate and just I'm not, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? No, it's 4:30 in the morning. No one is bothering me.
Yeah.
Okay. I literally wake up at that time. It's like a clockwork just for me to just have that alone time.
Yeah, because I wonder, why are you responding to this now? What are you doing up? And people used to ask me that, like, do you go to sleep? Sometimes, yes.
We get up, we meditate, we do our thing. We might get us another nap, then we start the day.
Yeah.
And see, Kate and I don't have kids, so we can do that.
Woo.
Well,
okay, we'll see on the flip side.
How many of you got? Let's talk about it.
At 4:00 in the morning when I wake up, because old Arthur, I can't always drop to my knees, but I have to have my talk.
So same for you. Okay.
I had to talk to my daddy in the morning, and when I miss that conversation, my whole day is very wired and confused. However, to forget about being Superwoman, I have a group of women. I have two groups of women that I hang with that are successful women. I got my small group that I go to dinner with maybe once or twice a month. That are some classmates, and I enjoy my time with them. And then I'm an Eastern Star. So I get my peace with community service. And that's because I want to do it. It's a difference in being there because people are asking you and calling you. You got to make decisions. People dying. Everybody wants you to plan the funeral. You got to do the program. Then you got to come do their makeup. And then somebody at school got to fight for special education. You got to be a person to go behind and help them because I've experienced. Then you got to go do that. But when I want to pull away, I know this sounds crazy. I'm dealing with people, but I like to be with people because I do it when I want to. It makes a difference.
Absolutely.
So as an Eastern Star, it gives me an opportunity to be grounded. Okay. And we don't announce the things that we do. So when we get together and we pray and we laugh and then we go and help people that need help. So in secret.
Right. No pictures and post about it.
Okay. Right.
Thank you. So everybody's saying that they take that spiritual time, that meditative time. And that's the same here. Peace and quiet. Travel. I need to be in different spaces, seeing different people.
Help me with that.
Oh, help you. I'll change your world.
Please.
Like what? Going somewhere else. And even if I can't go somewhere, I'm going in the woods. I love to get outside and go hiking. We don't have to go far away for that. But I do that just to sit out, go and laugh and talk and eat and drink.
I was going to say, your friends can take you on a vacation. We can stand outside and be on vacation. We are totally different.
That's why I say my little few friends I sit with. Oh, that's so great.
We've been out all day.
Yeah. And we can still keep going. Like, that's
it's refreshing.
Yeah, it's a great friendship, a great art to communication. Like, just being real transparent with you guys. Woo and I can be together all daggum day. And I'm dropping her off or she dropping me off, and we still sitting in the car talking. Like, we've been together all day. Goodbye.
What is twin?
And then when I get home,
me and Shay.
Where have you been?
We will get home and then start texting or calling each other. But you need that person that understands you. She's seen a lot of the behind the curtains of what goes on and what's makes me a stronger person to this day. And sometimes you need that person that understands the plight that you go through. They can give you an opinion, they can give you suggestions, and they also can keep you uplifted. And that I got to take a moment to say thank you, Woo, because you have seen some rough spots in the last few months.
Thank you, Woo.
And you have been that person for me, for real.
That's so sweet.
To like keep me going. So I really, really do appreciate
Thank
that.
you. And the feeling's mutual. It's mutual. Like, people talk about no new friends, but I believe in sisterhood. You will make some sisters tomorrow that you never knew you needed.
Exactly.
So I'm grateful for our friendship. And then this ain't new, but we'll talk about that in a live show.
Ooh, we gotta talk about that, y'all.
It's coming soon. We were in the womb together. Not in the same one, but at the same time.
Believe it or not, we
Okay.
family, y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all
for
didn't know
real.
that.
So we'll tell you that story later.
That's a blessing.
I just made a post to share with you ladies about something that I think we should do.
Okay.
The last Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
Okay, so I just need y'all to get ready for a happy hour. We're gonna call it Women's Day. We're gonna march in.
Sick now. We're gonna
march in.
right now.
I'm so ready.
I'm so ready.
Are we putting on gloves?
Shit, we
Oh,
wear
take out.
gloves.
We gotta have our white gloves. Yeah, y'all know the history about the white gloves. Let's change the color.
Just 2 seconds. Oh no, we'll do it off air. Y'all have a good night. This has been great.
Bye, everybody.
Women, happy Women's Month.
Happy
More music
Women's
is on the way
Month.
right here on V94.9 WATV.
Y'all don't know about the white gloves, baby. No, this dated back to slavery when the slaves would be in the church and they would use them to take up the offering. They had them to wear white gloves so they could see their hands, and they had to have one behind their back so they wouldn't take money out the plate. And we kept it. Yeah, we kept it going. A lot of this stuff that we do was taught by those that did not like us. So, and we're holding on to those traditions, and we got the power to change them.
But I think that'll be
I'm an educator. That's good.
Okay.
So it'll be the last Wednesday of the month.
You don't want the theater?
That place is
We can
nice.
print that
Look,
thing out, girl.
that place is nice. Look, we walked in like this place.
I've
is
never
nice.
been there. What's that? Tell me about it.
Never did and passed by
Where is
because
it?
we were just at Billy Reed. We had the VIP for the corporate sponsors.
What's the
Never paid
theater?
attention.
It's a venue.
It's a venue.
It's kind of like being. It almost gave me BNA, but bigger.
It gave me the
But bigger.
Hey, bigger. Yeah.
Oh man.
Like a warehouse.
But it is not.
It's
It was
a
dope.
night sexy version of Haven. Haven gives you
I have an
every
idea.
daytime.
I
Okay.
have an idea, and I think we've talked about this. We've talked about this. Let's do that, and let's have a panel. So I used to do something called Words, Wine, and Wisdom for women, and we would meet once a quarter, and I would have business owners come in as vendors. Everybody that were invited that accepted the invitation understood that you were coming to spend money with another woman that owned the business. Whether she sold paparazzi or whether she did anything. And then after, we would have supper and we would have wine, different types of wine for wine tasting. Purpose of the wine is to help everybody relax. No men were allowed, not even as security. It was a safe space. So when I had my table, we started out with a table, then it ended up being a forum, but it got too big and I got scared and I stopped doing it. I had no help. But when we had the table, on one side of the table, I had my crew. I had ladies lined up. I had one that had been in prison for money laundering and check fraud. I had one that had been abused. I had one that was the abuser. I had a girl that used to sell dope. I had several that were strung out. Then on the other end, I had women that were business owners. They had also gone through some of those things and were successful. Then we had everybody else. So
I wish
we had a space where they could ask questions.
What is this? Middle of the month. That would have been something good to plan for like a daytime event. This would
We
be
could
simple
still
because I don't
do
have
it.
a budget.
No, I'm just saying it'd be good. We could plan it for next year.
What was your concept?
We're planning for next
What you're
year.
thinking?
We're going to one of those venues and we're just gonna have a women-based drink.